giant broken bridge arrives in the town centre. It's an artwork in its own right, a provocation, which attracts attention and conversation. People are curious about it. Why is the bridge broken? I don't know, what do you think? It's a stimulus for conversation over 3 days. We invite the public to listen to a story or take part in a story about how the bridge came to be this way. It's an experience in several parts. Each part lasts 12 minutes and happens lots of times each day, so people have the chance to try all the parts.
Sharing this experience where you just stood out in the city centre with headphones on, it felt weirdly intimate to be in that together with people, even though you've never met them.
Well, we've been hosting a breakfast underneath the bridge at the table, which has been brought down here from the cathedral. And the table was created 5 years ago as a symbol of a city of peace and reconciliation, to bring people together from different communities around hospitality, around conversation. And then we can get people into conversations about how to bridge some of the divides in our community.
Lots of different things happen under the bridge. People come together who wouldn't normally meet and do things together that wouldn't normally happen outdoors in a public space.
It engages directly with people where they're coming out doing their shopping.
So there's the orchestra under the bridge, which anyone can join in with.
Very entertaining, great fun. I got to spank a musician. You know, when we're going through dire political divisions in the country, it's great to see everybody coming out and having fun.
We invited groups and artists from across the city to devise their own creative responses to the theme of bridging divides. Some of the groups have never performed in the city centre before. We've had new performances, as well as sports.
I loved it, every moment I loved it, so thank you.
We're all laughing together, it's great.
Yeah, so thank you.
It helps to build bridges between different cultures. It helps to build communities and bring memories to cities and build friendships and so on, yeah.
People are building literal and metaphorical bridges in the city centre and in their own neighbourhoods. And this becomes the spectacle. People stop to watch, they join in, they put themselves in the picture. People have responded on their own terms, different faith groups working together, the Bridge newsroom who collected positive stories from across the city, the Crisis Choir who created a new song.
It sparks curiosity and exploration and expression, and that's what we need. We need humans to be able to express themselves comfortably in a creative way.
We have a commitment as a city to being a city of peace and reconciliation, but then reaching out to people that have been our enemies to form new partnerships, saying that actually this is the way forward for the world.
Imagineer created a bridge kit inspired by Leonardo da Vinci's design for a self-supporting bridge. Groups across the city signed up to build a bridge, and some of those kits are still on tour.
People working together, team building. I do civil engineering myself, so the fact that it was built on its own self-weight, no foundations or joints or anything, like, it was cool to see.
It's so refreshing to see people coming together in this way.
So much can come out of this because it's talking about building bridges, and there's so much division at the moment and so many people feeling far apart, and just bringing ways of trying to make people think about how to bridge the gap. It's just great.
The residency culminates in 1 or 2 nighttime performances.
Fixing the bridge was much harder than anyone thought. Living with a gap was difficult. Very difficult.
was very impressed by the level of skill, but also the intention behind the show. I think it was quite powerfully put across. I think the audience, the kids in particular, that I was stood right next to, a whole raft of kids, were glued. And I think the message will have gone across that it's so hard to try and reach across a gap in society, a gap in anything. I was moved.
This is all your fault! You'd never talk with me again! That we have finished! No, it wasn't. What are you...
I think overall it's just been a really good experience to see something really creative but also really interactive as well, because a lot of the time when you're just watching something it's not as exciting, but to see this was really great.
We have tried and tried to fix this bridge together, but it's not working.
The live music and the acrobatics and the sense of joy and foolery was amazing.
We wanted to tell a great story of the bridges built in Coventry this week.